on just a minute. Let me let the dog out of the room.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So we're being recorded. And so we're kind of starting from square one with you, right? And we need to find out what tax lien sales are coming up that are online. Right? Is that where we are, or?
Well, based on everything that I hear, in the various trainings that you do, it's like if they're so competitive, and again, I'm kind of in the same, I'm kind of in, I don't know if it's the same or a worse position as when I looked at Lake County, because at Lake County, there were people there on the ground that I trusted someone else who trusted them, who could take the pictures, go do the bidding at the live auction, that kind of thing, for a fairly nominal amount of money.
Uh-huh.
So if the online things are so competitive, then I just don't know. Because again, I got to get the pictures. I got to know something about the property. So, and what state do I want to be in?
All right. You want to see what states are coming up?
Sure.
Okay. Let's take a look at, let me show my screen and then we'll take a look at what's coming up.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Yep. Okay. I just wanted to make sure we're being recorded. We are. And let me bring up my screen here. Okay, this is tax sale resources. And I am logged in, and I'm going to go to the state directory and go to the custom search. All right, so from what you just said, you're not interested in the online sales. You'd rather do the live ones?
Well, not really, but everything that I hear, it's like, oh, the online sales are so competitive. I can't pack up and go,
Yeah. You know what? All the sales are competitive, though. And depending on what state, like New Jersey, I would say you've got to go live. The online sales are really competitive. But I have people now that are bidding at different online sales. I have a couple clients that just bid in Prince George's County, Maryland. So I haven't heard from them to see whether they want anything or not. I'll find that out. And I think I have somebody that's going to Floyd, the Indiana Commissioner sale in Floyd, which is online. I myself am going down to Hamilton County, Tennessee. They have an online sale, and I'm going to go look at those properties. So it depends on the state, I would say. The eastern states the northeastern states like New Jersey are pretty competitive. And as far as the Northeast goes, I think that's the only one that's online. And although Florida is competitive, it's still worth bidding at, and it doesn't matter whether you go to the live or online sales for the lien sales. It's still going to be more like a lottery. You bid down to 0.25%, and it's randomly selected who gets the bid, and then you get the 5% penalty. Is what happens in Florida. But if you hold it for 2 years and you get to apply for it to go into a deed sale, then everything rolls up at 18%. My favorite are the Indiana tax sales are good, and New Jersey. I just don't like the online sales in New Jersey, but I have had clients buy stuff in the online sales in Indiana. Okay. So that said, let's just look at both online and live lien sales and see what's coming up. Now, the only thing is the Indiana sales are not going to show up under lien because Tax Sale Resources classifies them as redeemable deeds to distinguish them from the actual lien sales. But we could look at what's coming up there too after this. But we've got all the Alabama sales are live. Maryland are mostly live coming up, but there's some online. All the Florida sales are going to be online. Or most of them will be online. New Jersey has some online, but again, I don't really like the online sales in New Jersey. Let's see, what else do we have here? Because there's other ones. Iowa is coming up online. That I think is in June. And Louisiana is coming up online. Now, the problem with Iowa and Louisiana is they both bid down the percent ownership in the property.
And what does that mean?
That means that if you bid like 50% and you get to foreclose on the property, you only own 50% of the property.
I see. Who owns the other 50%?
Well, the owner, the property owner, they still own 50%. It's not a good method at all. But here's the Iowa coming up in June. A lot of those are online. And let's see if there's any others. Yeah. Yeah, they all, looks like they all happen on June 17th in Iowa. And then we got more Maryland, New Jersey. A lot. June is a really big month for New Jersey. I'll be going to a couple of tax sales in New Jersey in June. Okay. So let's look at redeemable deed sales. Now, remind me how much money you have to invest again. Was it 8,000?
Yes.
Okay. Let's look at redeemable deed sales coming up. And then we'll see the Indiana sales, which are really liens, not redeemable deeds, but they classify them as redeemable deeds to distinguish them from the regular sales. These are the commissioner sales. Okay. So you have Philadelphia comes up all the time, Tennessee, Davidson County. Oh, wait a minute. I'm on like page 3, so we're in December here. All right. So Delaware, and they don't have much available at all. Connecticut does both redeemable deeds and liens, but you can see the ones coming up don't have much available. Texas is coming up. The problem, though, with some of the redeemable deeds that are actually redeemable deed sales is the price of the property gets bid up. So you don't really have enough for those. However, and is it showing the Indiana sale that's coming up? Hold on. Yeah, Philadelphia has a lot coming up.
I thought, well, I don't know, Lake County, I think, they had something in May, and then they have their online.
What county?
Lake County, Indiana.
Indiana? Oh, they had that happened a couple months ago. Their sale happened already.
And then they had a second sale.
Yeah, that was at
May, I believe.
All right, hold on. I'll take a look. But here's what's coming up online in Indiana. It's Floyd.
Okay.
And we don't know how many properties yet in that sale. Right. But that's the one that's coming up. That's the one that I would get ready for.
Okay.
Lake in May. Okay, let's go back to first page. Because they actually had their sale in April.
Right. And then they did have something else that was scheduled for May. I didn't pay attention to it because I think it was all those things that they have that don't sell.
That didn't sell. Yeah, that could be.
And then they'll do their online in September, is my understanding.
Yeah, and I don't see anything listed here for them, but if it was already took a place, it wouldn't be here.
Right.
If it already took place, it wouldn't be here.
Mm.
But, and I don't even know if it would be on SRI auctions because they did not do the Lake County Commissioner's sale. So what we're going to do is actually go to Indiana. Jurisdictions, Lake County. And we want the contact info. We want to actually go to the auditor's website. All right, so here's the auditor's website, and we can look at the tax sales. Looks like they don't have a lot here. More content is coming. Yeah, so there's not much information on here. You'd probably have to call them to find out. Yeah, but they did have a tax sale in April. I know that because I was there.
Right.
But it wasn't on here. It was on Onyx Electronics, a different site, so it wasn't even on SRI. But the good news about Floyd is on Zeus Auction. So we can go to Zeus Auction. And if you have, do you have a login at Zeus Auction?
I believe I do.
Okay, so let me just get mine. Are you logged in your own name or in a business name?
It would be in my own name.
Okay, yeah, good. Because it's a little bit tougher in a business to do it. All right, so you will have to, let me see what these recent changes are. Not worried about that. Okay. You will have to register for this sale. You can register.
Okay.
Registration's open until the 20th of June.
Mm.
So plenty of time to register. You could download the list and read all this information here. You don't have to, well, the Floyd establishment of fees just tells you what the fees are for, I can show you that. This just tells you what they'll pay the attorney that does your noticing. And it's the title search, they'll pay up to $400, and noticing they'll pay up to $600. So that's how much you've got to figure that you're going to have to pay an attorney to do the noticing on each lien. So it's going to cost you $1,000 per lien to do that, and you're going to need to do that. And if the lien redeems, you will get your attorney's fees back. Okay. But what you want to do is take a look at the certificate sale lien buyer's handout.
Okay.
And the terms and conditions and the payment terms.
Okay.
And download the list.
Okay.
And then we'll see. And then, and you could register. Registration, let's see if it's free. I'm not sure because sometimes there is a fee to register. There was in Lake, but I don't know if there is in Floyd. So what I'm going to do is go back here and go back to jurisdictions.
Okay,
Bye.
see you later.
Are you listening?
I'm on the phone.
All right, so we're going to go back to the state here. And I'm going to look at Floyd this time. There's Floyd County. And contact information. And go there. Okay. All right, so let's see what we can find. Here's the tax sale. But there's not a link to it. Let's see if there's something up here. Yeah, it should be on the auditor's page somewhere. But this page doesn't look very helpful at all. So I guess the only way to start out is to start the registration process. And once you register
Right.
your information, then you'll find out if there's a deposit required. And you could register without putting a deposit in.
Okay.
Okay, so they already have my information here. And what they want me to do is I just got to put my name in here. And say, yes, I'm eligible to bid. And see if they might want me to, oh, please enter a W-9 name. Okay. So I got to go back up here. Name for W-9 signature. I'm just going to put Joanne Musa. Continue. Registration. Your registration application has been received by the auction administrator. See, sometimes then you have to wait to be okay, like your registration has been received. Okay, view auction. So now you can view the auction. So now you can go in and actually view the properties. Because I know sometimes you have to wait until they okay you, till the county okays you, and then you, but it looks like I might, and just like Lake, they start everything at 500.
Okay.
Okay. 25, 30 entries. Says there are only 30 properties in this sale. So that's not too good. That means there's not a lot of properties, and there could be a lot of bidders and not too many properties to bid on.
Right.
So let's go back and look at something. Yeah, it looks like I'm registered because I can enter the auction and I can, here's the overview. Yeah, there's 30 items, 30,
Yeah.
only 30 items in the sale. Here's the rules.
Still doesn't talk about the money.
Well, you
Right.
don't have to put a deposit. It looks like you don't have to put a deposit. So, which is good, and you don't pay unless you get something.
Right.
So you can certainly take part in this sale if you want to.
And so again, what is it that I'm looking for to participate in this as far as the property itself? You know, of course, I know to look at the pictures and see if it looks like
Well,
it's
what I would
okay.
do is first register for
Mhm.
the sale and get all this information here in the rules. The buyer's handout, which is probably the same as the one that you got for Lake,
Right.
terms and conditions, and the payment terms. So I'd first do that. And then if you decide you want to do this, what we can do is, let me take a look in my tax sale viewer here and see if we've got Floyd. Get more lists. Well, I think I have to change that because I have that on Tennessee. So Indiana. Yeah, here's Floyd. So if you decide to do that, what we can do is I can get this here. Get list. And for my lists. Oh, active lists. Floyd. Okay, go to viewer. We could say we don't want vacant land.
Mhm.
Now there were 30, and after filtering, there's only 5.
Oh. There was 25 vacant property, vacant land
Yep,
property.
vacant land.
Mm-mm.
And this one here looks vacant also, although it's not. It's got an improvement on it, but don't know what that is.
Right.
Can't see it. Let's go back a minute and look at that. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything really. So, and then this actually looks like a house
Mm-hmm.
on here. And that might be gone by the day of the sale, you know.
Right.
Although these did go through one sale already, remember. And then you've got this one here. It doesn't look too good. Looks vacant.
Yeah.
But this viewer makes it real easy. Now this one you cannot see from the road. So this is one that you would have to have somebody look at for you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, not a lot. So that might not be a good one for you. Let's go back and find something else. And let's see what else is coming up. I don't think there was a lot as far as Indiana is concerned. So let's just go back to the state and search. See if there's any live ones coming up. Oh, yeah. Well, there are. In June, there are, but they're all live.
Right.
So, and none of them have a lot of, the ones that are listed already don't have a lot of properties in the sale.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't look too good. So what else is coming up if we look at liens? And let me get out of Indiana, go back to the whole country. Yep. Okay, and I want to go to the custom search. And I just want to say lien sales. Let's see what's coming up again. There's also Maryland, Florida. So out of these states that have lien sales coming up, are there any that you're interested in?
Well, I guess Maryland. I mean that I'm looking at places where I know people. You know,
Okay.
I'm from Alabama. I don't want.
You don't want anything in Alabama?
No.
It's not the greatest state either because it's like a 3-year redemption. It's a long redemption period. So Maryland is short. It's a 6-month redemption period. So let's take a look at Maryland. So we're going to just put Maryland in here and see I think there's some live sales still coming up. The online sales are, there's only 2 of those still coming up. So, but there's a few online. So we've got, yeah, we've got now some of these are going on already and it's too late to register. I'm not, but you see the amount. This is good, all these properties that are in here. And I wonder, and Cecil has a lot. And Arundel has a lot. Although I've heard
online.
Yeah, but Arundel, I've heard it's not the greatest county. Although I do have some people that are bidding in there. And Baltimore County is online as well. They have a lot. So if we look at, all right, so we're looking at, and then we've got I can't even pronounce it, Wacomico.
I guess so.
So we got Wacomico. The ones that have a lot are Wacomico, Baltimore, Anne Arundel, Cecil. Let's see where they are compared, because you know people there. And so we want to go like not too far from them. So let's go back to the state directory. And whoops, we want to go back to Maryland. So, and you want to go to jurisdictions. All right, so now we're going to scroll down. Here's Baltimore County, all around Baltimore City. Here's Cecil. Here's Comico. So let's take a look again. So where are your people located?
Well, my ex-son-in-law lives in, oh shoot, I can't think of the name of the town now, but I don't know what county that is. So,
well, if you give me the name of the town, I can find out what county it is.
To look at my phone.
Okay.
At least I have it on the weather. They're in Waldorf.
Waldorf is the name of the town. So we just go to Google here. and we say, what county is Waldorf, Maryland in? Ooh. Charles County.
Cool.
So let's see what Charles County is near. Charles County is near Prince George's, Calvert, St. Mary's, and Arundel. It's right up there, but let's see which were the ones that we were interested in. So we're going to go to tax sale search again. And we're interested in Cecil.
And I think Hartford, I remember.
That one's Harford is coming up online.
Right.
That one's online. Harford is coming up online. All right, so here's your homework, Anya. I want you to research some of these counties and find out, because each county has a different rate of return. So I am going to give you, I don't have all the counties listed, but I have some of the counties listed in their rate of return in my state guide.
Okay.
And I also have a guide to online tax sales that lists the ones that are online, the rate of return for the ones that are online and their websites, because some of them have their own websites where they are. So your job is to figure out which counties that you're interested in bidding in based on what the return is, I'm going to limit it to, and whether or not it's live or online.
Okay.
And the ones that I'm going to suggest we look into, Harford, they're not publishing how many they have yet. So they're out kind of too long. So we're going to look at Wacomico, Baltimore County, Anne Arundel County, Cecil County.
Okay.
And that's it. Out of those 4 counties,
And Charles County doesn't have anything, huh? Maybe it's
I think they
over?
already had their, yeah, theirs is over. Theirs is over. But you could look and see what's near Charles County. Baltimore County. This is all of Maryland. And this is from my state guide. And this is, Harford is 12% a year.
Okay.
But yeah, I will give you the links to the counties.
Okay.
And you can find out what their rate of return is.
Okay.
Okay. And then you can decide which one you want. Now, I just want to look at the jurisdiction again. So we can see what's near. Okay, so what's near Charles again is Prince George's, which is going on now. So forget about that one. But Anne Arundel's coming up. St. Mary's already happened. And Calvert, I'm not too sure. I think that one's a live one. So you could look into the areas too and see which area you'd like to invest in.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So that's your homework.
Okay.
I'll send you a copy of this, a copy of the recording, and your homework with links to the counties that I mentioned that have a lot in their sale.
Yes.
So that you can find out more information about them and where they have their tax sale.
Okay.
And then we can get together again. Then you can make another appointment with me, and then we'll narrow it down to a certain county and see what you need to register.
Okay.
Okay. And then we'll talk about high bid premium and all that stuff.
Yeah. All that good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Great. Thank you, Joanne.
All right. You're welcome.
Well,
Now I
you
gotta
have a
find.
good rest of the week.
Oh, you too. You too.
Thank you. All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.